Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Armanini here to bring you a daily sunshine. So I'm going to be teaching the lesson 10-4 in math. I'm helping out Mrs. McGee. And quickly, I just wanted to say that I hope you are all staying safe, staying inside, away from the germs like I am. I am back home with my parents in New Jersey. So hope you're all doing well, hope you're studying your math facts. And yeah, so let's get started. Let's turn to page 433. So we should all be turned to page 433 for lesson 10-4, which is arrays show the same number. And our objective is to represent a number using two different arrays. And then the math words we are focusing on are array and row. So in our math problem, it shows Ben has 4 rows of photos. Each row has 3 photos. Ben wants to put the photos in 3 equal rows. How many photos should he put in each row? So the first thing I would do is I would circle the important numbers in this word problem. And then I would underline the question. The question is, how many photos should he put in each row? So now it says to find how many photos Ben has. So if I count the rows, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 4 rows of 1, 2, 3 photos. There are 4 rows of 3 photos. So if I add each row, I would get 1, 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 2, 3 plus 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 3. So then I am adding the 4 rows of 3 photos. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12 photos. So now to move down to the next array, it says to show the photos in 3 equal rows. So in the word problem, it says Ben wants to put the photos in 3 equal rows. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3 equal rows of 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 3 rows of 4 photos. So we are adding each row together. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we add 4 plus 4 plus 4, we will get 12. And if you notice, we have 12 photos and 12 photos. So both arrays have the same number of photos. So if you look back at the question, how many photos should he put in each row? Ben should put 4 photos in each row because we are focusing on this array right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now moving down to practice, it says to complete the equation for each array. So we have this array right here, and we have purple triangles. And in this array, we have blue triangles. So first we are going to complete the equation for the purple triangles. So we have 3 plus blank plus blank plus blank plus blank equals 15. So as I work on this problem together with you boys and girls, we need to make sure that we are filling in the blanks. So when I look at number 1, I can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. We have 5 rows of 1, 2, 3. So we have 5 rows of 3. So I am going to add each row together. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, plus 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 3, 1, 2, 3. And if I add every single number, I would get 15. Now moving on to the next array, we have the blue triangles. So we have 5 plus blank equals blank. So if I look up at this array, I have 1, 2, 3 rows. 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 3 rows of 5. So I'm going to add each row together. So I have 5 plus 5 plus 5. So I am adding the number of objects in each row that many times. So I'm adding it 3 times. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals, well, we know 5 plus 5 equals 10, and then 10 plus 5 equals 15. I hope we are all studying our math facts. So the question is, do the arrays have the same number of objects? And the answer is yes, because 15, and then we have 15 here. And let's make sure we are filling in our answers. So let's move on to the next page. It says, draw a different array that has the same number of objects. So in number 2, we are going to write an equation for your array right here. And we are also going to draw another array. So in this array with the green triangles, we have 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2 columns. So we have 3 rows of 2. So for an equation, we would write 2 plus 2 plus 2. And we know that 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. And then here we are going to figure out another array. So on a note card I prepared, and I wrote it out to help you boys and girls. So another way you could write it is kind of like flipping it, right? So I have 2 rows of 3. So the equation would be 3 plus 3 equals 6. So make sure we write the draw the triangles here, and then we are writing the equation 3 plus 3 equals 6 right on the line. So now for the next one, number 3, it says to describe 2 arrays that have the given number of objects. So it says 16 marbles. We have blank rows of blank marbles and then blank rows of blank marbles. So for problems like this, we can always use the extra space in our notebook or on our test, and we could draw in the free space, right? So I will give you a minute or so to think, or a couple seconds to think about it, not a minute. So if I was thinking, I could draw little circles or little squares on the side. And like here, I wrote at first that I could have 4 rows of 4 marbles. So I drew 4 rows and then 4 marbles. So make sure you write 4 rows of 4 marbles. And then next, you are going to have 2 rows of 8 marbles. So I just wrote that really quickly. 2 rows of 8 marbles. So make sure you write 2 rows and then 8 marbles. Now moving on down to number 4, problem solving. It says Ricardo made an array with 2 rows of 9 cards. How many cards are in his array? So we are going to circle 2 rows of 9 cards and then underline how many cards are in his array. So on the side, I can draw it, and I would draw 2 rows of 9. So 1, 2, and then you would draw 9 circles across. And if you count them, you would know that there are 18 cards all together. So you could draw like that, and that would be the equation. So you draw 2 circles going down, and then you would have 9 going across. So make sure we fill it in right here, 18. And then it says to describe a different array that has the same number of cards. So to draw or to have a different array, you could do 3 rows of 6 cards. So make sure you write that in, 3 rows of 6 cards. And then moving down for the right about it, Number 5, explain how an array with 4 rows of 5 objects and an array with 5 rows of 4 objects are the same. Then explain how they are different. Well, earlier we learned that the total number of objects in the arrays is the same, but the arrangement of the objects is different. We learned that the total number of objects in the arrays is the same, but the arrangement of the objects is different. So it's basically like switching these two numbers, right? 4 and 5, 5 and 4. So now you can turn to the next page, and here it shows some more practice, and then go all the way down and it says to draw a different array that has the same number of objects as the one shown. It says write an equation for your array. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 4 rows of 5. So what is another way that you can write, what is another way you can show? So to help you out, I'm going to fold this to show you, boys and girls, trying to get handy. So try to figure this out and work on it. You want to show a different array that has the same number of objects as the one shown above. So I tried to write this really quickly, but that's what the array would look like. It's a little sloppy because I'm trying to hold my camera with my left hand. And then the equation would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 20. So make sure you write 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 20. And then show the array here. Then for number 2, we have 2 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to show different array with the same number of objects. So for this one, boys and girls, you should have something similar to this. So I have 5 rows of 2. So I said 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. And this is also part of skip counting, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So make sure you have that all filled in. You should have another array here, another array right here, and then the equations on the lines. And then moving down is the homework, but I'm going to stop here and let you boys and girls finish this. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and stay safe. Bye.